your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome to the gymnasium on the campus of Dothan High School. I'm Mick Kirkland bringing you the action between the Andalusia Bulldogs and the Dothan Wolves as we get set for the tip-off. Dothan wins the tip. Ball goes to Pouncey. He lays it up. It's off the glass and it's rebounded by Russell. And the ball is taken away by Dothan. Former goes up off the glass for two. Dothan goes up 2-0. Bulldogs inbound the ball. Pass and it goes out of bounds off of Dothan. So the ball will remain with the Bulldogs. Ball comes in, shot from the corner, missed. Battle for the rebound is picked up, shot up, and it's good. That was number 4, McLean with the basket. Barber over the Former drives, tries to get it inside, and it's taken away. Andalusia on the break, shot missed, and still alive, and Allen gets it for the Wolves. And he's being pursued and gets the ball over to Jaden Former. Former setting things up. We're tied at 2 apiece. Pouncey from behind the three-point line. It's off the mark, but rebound. And Pouncey follows up, no good, and it's tipped out to Andalusia. And we have a foul. So the Bulldogs take it out. It goes into Latimer. Number 2 is number 5's in the game, Russell. Cross-court pass. Baseline drive. Pitch off, and it's good over to number 11, Brundage for 2. Andalusia goes up 4-2 in the early going. Former. Drives, floater, no good. He hustles for the rebound, and Barber gets the rebound and passes it over to number 21. That's Davis, and it was no good. Andalusia doing a good job of picking up the loose balls. Dothan trying to get something going. Davis into Pouncey. Pouncey off the glass. No good. He's fouled. So at the line is James Pouncey Jr. Pouncey misses the first. Here's his second attempt. And Pouncey makes 1 of 2, so it's a 4-3 game. Andalusia leading the Dothan Wolves. And Pouncey with the steal goes over to Jabri Barber. Barber over to Former. In the corner. Pass over in the corner. That's the Barber. He kicks it back out. Allen looks. He drives. And he tries to pass it inside, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs. So the ball will remain with the Wolves. They are trailing Andalusia 4-3 here in the early going of the first. Allen goes for a long 3, and it's way off the mark, so the ball will go to the Bulldogs of Andalusia. Ball goes into Wilson. And it's taken away. And the layup is good. That time from Former. That's his second basket of the game. So Dothan takes a 5-4 lead. Wilson's shot is blocked by Pouncey. And Barber picks up the loose ball. And he tries to find Allen, and he overshoots him, and the ball will go to the Bulldogs, I believe. In the game for the Bulldogs, number 0 is Wilson. Number 2 is Latimer. And that shot again, that's number 4. McLean with this second basket of the game. Number 5 is Russell. And number 11 is Brundage for Andalusia. Pouncey takes the shot for Dothan. It's off the mark. And it's rebounded by Russell. And he dishes it off, and the second effort is no good. Pouncey gets the rebound. In the game for Dothan, number 12, Pouncey. Number 2 is Former. Number 11, Allen. Number 1, Barber. And number 21 is Davis. So we have some substitutions going into the game. For Dothan, in is number 0, Watley. And also in is number 5, Shackelford. That's a good floater that time from number 5 of Andalusia. For 2, that's Russell. And a shot up and missed by Shackelford. C.J. Shackelford. Andalusia's back on top by a score of 8-5. Shackelford at the line. First attempt is off the mark. Here's the second attempt. And Shackelford misses both of his free throws. Number 2 for Andalusia is Latimer. He drives to the basket, lays it up, and it don't go. But he hustles and gets the rebound, but I think it's going to be out of bounds off of Latimer. Dothan's ball. Also in the game for Dothan's number 3, Glover. In right now is number 2, Former. Number 5, Shackelford. Number 2, 3, Glover. And 0 is Watley. A long 3 missed, and it's rebounded by Shackelford. He goes up and goes back up, and it's partially blocked. And another attempt. Dothan did a good job of keeping the ball alive on their end of the court. Dothan is only 1 of 4 from the line. Shooting at the line is number 2, Jaden Former. He has 4 points. Make it 5. Second attempt up and good. So Former makes both of his free throws, and that gives him 6 points for the game. So timeout on the court. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. 1:54 left in the first. It's an 8-7 Andalusia lead as they take the ball down court. It is taken away by Shackelford. And he goes in for the layup, and he's fouled, so he's going to be going to the line. C.J. Shackelford. First attempt up, and it's off the mark. Shackelford is 0 of 3 from the line tonight. Back in for Andalusia's number 5, Chance Russell. Shackelford's second attempt is good. So we're tied at 8 apiece. Ball goes inbounds to number 22. And pass over to 14, missed, and it's rebounded by Shackelford. He gets it across midcourt to Watley. Watley goes for a 3, it rims out, and it's rebounded by Brundage. And we have a foul. In for Andalusia's number 24. VARSITY. And at the line is number 5, Chance Russell. Russell has 2 points. This is the first visit to the foul line tonight. And he misses on his first attempt. Second is good. So Andalusia goes up by 1. And Dothan loses the ball. Layup missed, and put back is good from number 24. His first points of the game. VARSITY. In Dothan, that's number 14, Patterson. Patterson back in the corner to Watley. Watley kicks it out to, that was Glover. So back in for Dothan is 1, Jabri Barber, number 11, Elijah Allen, number 2, Jaden Former. They come in and make it steal. Nice layup by Barber for 2. His first points of the game. Andalusia comes right back up off the glass, and they're going to call an offensive foul on number 22, Mike Harrell. Barber into Allen. Across the Former. Baseline drive. Saved. Allen drives, and we have a foul, so we'll see the buzzer went off. So I guess the foul was after the buzzer. So we've come to the end of one, and the score is Andalusia 11, Dothan 10. We'll be back with more. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Welcome back as we start the second period of action. The Andalusia Bulldogs are leading the Dothan Wolves by a score of 11-10. I'm Mick Kirkland bringing you the action as a big dunk that time coming from Jabri Barber to give Dothan the lead. That's 4 points for Barber. Dothan goes up 12-11. So Dothan gets another scoring opportunity here in the game for Dothan. Number 2, Jaden Former. Number 1, Jabri Barber. Number 21, Chris Davis. Number 1 is Barber, and number 2 is Former. Former drives the baseline for 2. So Former has 8 points. He's the leading scorer for Dothan. Shot missed. Rebound by Pouncey. Ball goes out of bounds. So it stays with the Wolves. In for Andalusia's number 2, Latimer, and number 4 is McLean. Ball goes into Barber. He tries to get it to Pouncey, and it's knocked out of bounds with Pouncey off his fingertips. So it's a Dothan turnover. Ball goes in. Dothan's pressing, and I believe Barber's going to pick up the foul. Ball goes into Latimer. Over to number 14, Corby. And it's taken away, and a missed layup that time by Davis. Looked like it was going to be an easy basket. He misjudged it. Ball goes out of bounds off the Bulldogs, so it's the Wolves' ball. Into Barber. Davis gets it over to Former. Former drives. Gives it to Pouncey. He drives toward the basket, and he goes up, and he's fouled. At the line is number 12, James Pouncey Jr. He is 1 of 2 from the line tonight with 1 point. Pouncey makes the first of 2. Second shot up, and it's off the mark, rebounded by Andalusia. Shot is up and good. Dothan's leading by 2, 15-13. Barber out to Pouncey. Pouncey takes it inside, and it's lost, and a reverse layup is good. That's number 4. Again, number 4 is McLean, and we are tied up at 15 each. Barber drives off the glass, no good, but he draws the foul. And he's going to the line. Barber has 4 points. This is his first time at the foul line tonight. Barber makes the first. Into the game for Andalusia's number 0, Jake Wilson. Second shot coming up by Barber. Second up, and it's good. So Barber makes both of his free throws. Dothan goes back up 17-15. Ball goes up, no good. Pounces, follows up, no good. Second effort is good. Graham with the basket to put Dothan ahead, 19-15. So it's going to be Dothan's ball. Allen takes it out for the Wolves. Pouncey takes a seat. Ball goes into Barber. Graham picks. Barber shoots, no good. And into the game for Dothan is number 24, Hamilton. He replaced Pouncey. Hamilton inbounds the ball. Shot from the corner, no good. And it goes out of bounds off Dothan, so it's Andalusia's ball. It's a 19-15 lead for Dothan. We're in the second period. And we have a foul. Going to the line for Andalusia's number 11, Isaiah Brundage. He has 2 points. This is his first visit to the foul line. He makes the first. That makes it a 19-16 game. He can cut that lead down to 2 if he makes this one. And he misses the second attempt. Barber drives down the lane, off the glass, no good. And he hustles back and gets his own rebound, goes up and misses again, but a tip in that time by Graham. Graham has made a couple of big tip ins here. And a steal and a slam, that time by Jaden Former. So Former adds 2 more. He has 10 points. And the ball is taken away by Dothan. Former gets it over to Graham. Graham shoots, and it's good. Graham has come off the bench and put up 6 points here in the second period for the Wolves. The Wolves are leading now 25-16 with timeout on the court, and you're watching the Scenic Sports Network. 3:56 left in the first half. Dothan on top, 25-16. Andalusia with the ball. Inbound the ball, gets it across midcourt. And traveling is called, so the ball will go back to the Wolves. We have another opportunity to add to their 9-point lead. Andalusia led 11-10 at the end of one, and second period has been Dothan. Wadley with the 3, so it's a 28-16 Dothan lead. Andalusia with the ball. And Brundage with 2 more to make it 28-18. Dothan on top by 10. Former. Kick the ball back out to Former. He goes for 3, and it's a 3-pointer, so it makes it 31-18 Dothan. Shot Brundage, and I think he traveled that time. He did. He took too many steps. So the ball will go back to the Wolves, and they're leading 31-18. Their biggest lead of the game. 13 points. We're winding down the final minute or so of the second period. Ball goes inbounds. to number 3, Glover. He gets it across midcourt. And they kick the ball back out to Watley. Reese, and the ball is taken away. And it goes out of bounds. Let's see who is off. Andalusia saying it's off of Dothan, and the official points to the Andalusia direction. So the ball stays with the Bulldogs. Turnaround jumper, no good. It's rebounded. Reese kicks it back out to Former, who misses the shot, and it's taken. The rebound is taken by Russell. And the shot is missed that time by Wilson. Ball up, no good. Rebounded that time by Former of Dothan. Former looks over the floor. Then over to Glover. Excuse me, that was Reese. Drive up and good. And that one's for number 4, who's been big tonight. Number 4 is McLean. He has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. And Dothan loses the ball again. Shot, missed, and a battle for the rebound, and Andalusia saves it, and there's a foul under the basket. Going to the line is Jake Wilson. This is his first attempt from the foul line. First attempt, no good. A whole new crew in for Dothan in. It's number 11, 1, 21, and 12. 11 is Allen. 21 is Davis. 12 is Pouncey. And Wilson missed both of his free throws. It's rebounded by Pouncey. Barber. He drives and decides to not take it in. Barber kicks it out. Cross-court pass to Barber. He drives, fades, shoots, and it's good. Jabri Barber. That gives him 8 points for the game. And there's a foul on the court. At the line is number 5, Chance Russell. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight with 2 points. And this is that one. Three-point attempt, no good, and rebounded by Barber to Pouncey. Pouncey kicks it into Allen, who decides to take it back out and reset. Pouncey. And that ends the first half of play. Dothan leads it by a score of 33-20. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Your number 1 source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome welcome back as we get set to start the second half of play between the Dothan Wolves and the Andalusia Bulldogs. I am Mick Kirkland bringing you the action, and Dothan leads the game by a score of 33-20. Andalusia led 11-10 at the end of one, but Dothan had a big second period, putting up 23 points to Andalusia's 9. The big gun for Dothan in the first half was Former, who had 13 points. 8 points from Jabri Barber. Pouncey with the shot, and it's partially blocked. Lead scorer for Andalusia was number 4, McLean, with 10 points. Bulldogs whip the ball, and a cross-court pass. And we have a foul. That foul is on Barber. Ball goes into number 2, Latimer. Latimer had 2 points in the first half. And the shot is blocked. Follow-up is good from number 5, Russell. His first points of the second half, so now it's a 33-22 game. Dothan leads. Baseline drive, kick it back out to Allen, who goes for a 3. It's off the mark, and it's rebounded and put back. And that was number 21, Davis, and he's going to the line. Davis' first shot is up and good. So he makes 1 of 2. So it makes it a 34-22 game. Drive, up, off the mark, and we have a foul on the play. Going to the line is number 11, Elijah Allen. Allen was scoreless in the first half. Free throw off the mark. He gets another. So Allen misses both of his free throws. Andalusia gets the ball. Layup is good from number 11. That's Brundage. That gives him 7 points. It's a 24-34 game. Barber shoots a long shot, no good. Put back is good from number 21. And that would be Davis. Davis scored 3 points in the second half. It's Andalusia's ball. Opening minutes of the second half of the third period. Dothan's leading at 36-24. Into the game for Dothan is number 10, Chansey. And Kinsey comes up with the steal. Dothan's trying to spread the floor out, looking for a good shot. And they turn the ball over. And shot up, missed, put back, is good. Brundage with the basket. It's a 36-26 Dothan lead. Allen trying to control things. Shot from the corner short, and Allen gets the rebound. Looks, but decides to pass the ball to Barber. He drives and tries to save it, and it's saved by Dothan and goes back to Jabri Barber as he resets the offense. Jumper, no good. Rebound by Davis. Allen takes a three, and he knocks it in. Dothan goes up 39-26 on a big three-pointer, that time by Elijah Allen. And that time, Andalusia turns the ball over. They tried a long pass down to Brundage, and it goes out of bounds. So Dothan will be getting the ball on the Andalusia side of the court. They've stretched that lead out to 13, 39-26. Former, and it goes over to Glover. Pouncer goes for a three, it's missed. Put back, no good, and there's a battle for the rebound, and so the ball goes to Andalusia. Into the game for Andalusia, number 14, Patrick McCorvey. Latimer, ball goes out of bounds. Also in for Andalusia, number 24, Morris Set. Taking it out is Chance Russell. Dothan on top, 39-26. The Bulldogs of Andalusia with the ball. And they turned it over almost, but they were able to get the ball back. And a nice shot that time. McLean adds two more. That gives him 12 points for the game. It's a 39-28 Dothan lead. Ball goes into Pouncey. Back out to Allen. Allen goes for a three. It's off the mark, and it's rebounded by Dothan. Glover shoots, no good. And we have a foul against Dothan. So Barber's back into the game for Dothan, and Allen takes a seat. Ball goes into Brundage, over to Russell. Russell throws the ball in. And looked like Andalusia loses the ball out of bounds, so it's a turnover. The ball will be going to the Wolves of Dothan, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the Andalusia turnover. Barber. He thought about driving to the basket. Boy, he's got a lot of speed and agility. And we have a foul on the floor. Ball is inbounded to Glover, who takes the shot. And the putback is good from number 13. That's Kobe Reese, his first basket of the game. So it's a 41-28 lead. Neither team able to sustain any kind of a run in this third period. Dothan had a great second period. They put up 23 points to Andalusia's 9. So far, Dothan has scored 8 points, and Andalusia has put up 6. Excuse me, 8. They both put up 8 points apiece. A foul under the basket. Ball goes into Barber. He has to go up high to get it. He drives down the lane and drops it in for 2. Jabri Barber. That's his 10th point of the game. He gives Dothan a 43-28 lead. That biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They led by 13 earlier. They led by 13 at halftime, 33-20. They trailed by 1 at the end of 1, 11-10. But since that second period, Dothan has pretty much been in control of this game. Baskets attempted, missed. And a drive down the middle of the lane results in a foul. Going to the line for Andalusia is number 22, Mike Pereira. Pereira makes the first. It's a 43-29 game. So he makes both of his free throws. So it's a 43-30 lead for Dothan. Back down to a 13-point lead. Glover over to Barber. He kicks it back to Glover. Glover gives it to number 13, who misses the shot, and is rebounded by Andalusia. And they on the break and lose it out of bounds, so the ball will go back to Dothan. Number 13 is Kobe Reese. Glover with the 3. And that is the third period of play. So the score is Dothan 46, Andalusia 30. We'll be back with the fourth period of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Your number one source for high school sports.
You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to the campus of Dothan High School, where the Dothan Wolves are leading the Andalusia Bulldogs by a score of 46-30. I'm Mick Kirkland, bringing you all the action here on the Scenic Sports Network as we get set to start the fourth and final period of action. Bulldogs inbounds the ball. Ball goes into Mercetti, and he lays it in for two. So it's a 46-32 Dothan lead. Glover passes the ball over to Former, who passes it over to Barber. And a long three-point shot, and it goes for number 3 for Dothan. And that is Glover. And that's Glover's second three-pointer of the game. He has 6 points. Shot up, missed, and is rebounded by Watley. Glover over to Barber. Baseline drive, kicks it back to Watley. Watley goes up strong, and he misses the shot, and it's rebounded by Latimer, who gets it across midcourt. And the shot up and missed, and Watley gets the rebound for the Wolves. Barber sets it up back to Watley. Pouncey decides to go for a three from the corner, misses, and I believe we have a foul on the play. And that foul is called on Barber. The ball inbounded to Latimer, and he's been pressured. And Andalusia wants a timeout. So Dothan leads at 49-32. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Andalusia trying to get the ball down court. They're under a lot of pressure. Shot up, missed, and Pouncey gets the rebound out to Barber. Barber decides to take it in, and he scores to Bree Barber with this 12th point of the game. Dothan goes up 51-32. Substitution into the game for Andalusia. Ball goes into number 22, Orell. Ball goes inside, and they kick it back out. Drive to the basket, no good. And a rebound and put back, and no good. And a battle for the rebound, and Barber gets it out. And to Dillon, down court, but Dillon decides to pull it up and hold till he gets some help. Then he drives to the basket and lays it in for the basket. Oh, it's an offensive foul called on Dillon. I thought he had the basket, but they call offensive foul, so points won't count. And a block shot that time by Pouncey. Watley. Foreman's been kind of quiet this second half. Shot was missed by Barber. Andalusia on the run. And a slider that time from number 5. And that is Russell. That gives him 7 points for the game. It's a 51-34 game. And that shot's good from number 4, McLean. And that gives him 14 points for the game. So it's a 51-36 game with 4:39 left in the fourth. Dothan takes the ball out. And it goes into Barber. And the ball is stolen, and a score by number 2 of Andalusia. And that would be Latimer, his first basket of the game. So it's a 51-38 game. Ball goes in to Allen. He gets it across midcourt. He drives down the lane, puts it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Andalusia, and out on the break, and the basket is good from number 4, McLean. That's 16 points for McLean. Now it's a 51-40 game. Andalusia's trying to make a run here. Midway through the fourth period, they were behind as many as 15. They've cut that lead down to 11. And a big three that time from number 14 for Dothan, and that's Patterson, his first basket of the game. Chance Russell with the three, so it's a 54-43 game, down to an 11-point lead. Dothan's trying to hold on to their lead. Andalusia's trying to make somewhat of a run here. And Dothan is handling the ball very poorly and giving Andalusia scoring opportunities, and they are taking advantage of it. They can cut it down within 10 on this possession. And they threw it away, so Dothan gets a break that time. Back into the game for Dothan is number 2, Jaden Former, and number 1, Jabri Barber. We get the ball into Allen. Gets it back to Barber. Jaden Former, who's been quiet this second half. Former had 13 points in the first half and nothing here the second half. Pass over to Barber. He goes up off the glass for 2. So Dothan goes up 56-43 again. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. They were trying to get it down to number 11, Brundage. Dothan was able to get back defensively. Ball stays with the Bulldogs of Andalusia. Pass, baseline drive, and a block, but they're going to call the foul. Going to the line is number 5, Chance Russell. Russell has 10 points. He is 1 of 3 from the line tonight. Make it 1 of 4. He has another opportunity here. And he misses both. It's rebounded by Dothan and knocked out of bounds by Andalusia. Barber inbounds the ball through Former, who kicks it back to Barber. Cross-court pass. And it results in a turnover. So Andalusia with another chance to cut that lead here. They're trailing 56-43. They led 11-10 at the end of one, but it's been all Dothan since. Dothan took a 33-20 lead in the halftime, and they led 46-30 at the end of three. Drive to the basket off the glass, and it's good from number three. That's his first basket. And timeout on the court. With 1:34 left in the fourth, the score is Dothan 56, Andalusia 45. So things are tightening up here. Dothan still holding on to a double-digit 11-point lead. But Andalusia's trying to chip away with it, and they get the steal and the basket. And going to the line, that was number 0. Zero again. That was Jake Wilson with his first points of the game. Now it's down to a 56-47 lead, 9-point lead. And he can cut it down to 8 if he makes this foul shot, and he does. So Wilson makes a 3-point play, and we're down to a 56-48 lead for the Wolves of Dothan. They've got to do a better job of handling the ball. They've given Andalusia opportunities with turnovers. Barber takes the inbounds pass. He gets it across midcourt. Farmer passes the ball back to Barber. They're going to try to stretch the floor out, and that's Allen to Barber. And Allen is fouled. That foul is on number 5, Chance Russell. It was a non-shooting foul. And Dothan turns the ball over again. They seem to have lost focus here late in the fourth. So Andalusia's going to the line. At the line is number 11. That's Brundage, who has 9 points. He is 1 of 2 from the line tonight. And he misses that one. He gets another. If he makes this one, down to a 7-point game. Right now it's an 8-point game, 56-48. And he makes it. So now it's a 7-point game, 56-49. And another foul. Allen goes to the line. He is 0 of 2 from the line tonight. 3 points. Got a 3-pointer. Dothan need these free throws to maintain this ever-slimming lead. And Allen misses the free throw. And Andalusia returns the favor and throws the ball out of bounds, so Dothan will regain possession. Taken out for Dothan is Reese. And he gets it in, and boy, it's knocked out of bounds. And it goes to Andalusia. Dothan is not doing a very good job of handling the ball here. It's like they lost concentration or focus or something, but they've got to do a better job of maintaining possession and not allow this game to get away from them. Shot up, no good, and rebounded. Andalusia's just out hustling Dothan right now. And it's a big three that time from number 5, Chance Russell, and he's hit another three. He's hit 2 threes, and so now that is a 52-56 game. Wow, this game has really turned around, and that's with 14.4 seconds left here in the game. Wow, Dothan led by 16 going into the 4th, and they've let Andalusia cut this lead down to 4 points with about 14 seconds left, and there's a foul, and going to the foul line is James Pouncey Jr. He's been relatively quiet tonight. He only has 2 points. He is 2 of 4 from the line tonight. He doesn't have a field goal, so these are big free throw attempts here. Into the game for Andalusia's number 22, Mike Carell. Big free throws here for Dothan. And Pouncey misses, and Andalusia has the ball. And Dothan has it look like they're going to be able to, and they run the clock out. So Dothan holds on for a 56-52 victory. Quickly recapping, the leading scorer for Andalusia was Elijah McClain with 16-13 for Russell. Leading scorer for Dothan was Farmer with 13 and Barber with 12. So that wraps it up where Dothan wins at 56-52. This is Mick Kirkland saying thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network. Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.